'cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary, it's about to be legendary.
Carson, how we doing, bro?
Hey man, how's it going?
Good. It's good seeing you.
You too.
So how are things cooking?
You know,
I got
business as usual.
I got our
Hey,
YouTube
what's
friends
up,
following us around
YouTube?
today. So listen, today I'm shooting a little video, just coming into the office, checking in
Okay.
on the state of things. Purpose of video is to really show people what it's like to be a business owner versus an operator, because operators get tired. I used to work 80, 100, 120 hour weeks, and I was just slugging and slamming, bleeding.
So you're the business owner and am I the operator in this example?
Well, let me ask you, are you bleeding?
No, I don't get tired either.
But do you like what you do?
Absolutely.
Carson has built the most amazing culture that people want to be here. They want to get hired. They want to play. Like we were in there earlier playing Beat Saber, VR going on.
Yeah, this place is awesome.
Certainly a lot of fun. So, by the way, I used to just work my guts out, and the purpose of being a business owner means, and here's the test, if you can leave your business for 2 months and then check back in and everything is better than you left it, then you're doing something smart. Next year I've taken multiple trips.
Yep.
I'm going to be gone for 2 months. I'm about to be gone for 2.5 weeks, taking the family out, going to Hawaii, some other places. And so Carson represents a theory, and the idea, the philosophy that I learned a long time ago after I was done burning myself out was, if you want something done right,
Don't do it yourself.
You got
You've said it a million times.
I know. So,
what do you want to see?
I want to know what's going on in real estate land. I want to know what we're doing with transacting deals. What's going on in marketing. Let's check it out.
Okay. I mean, all business is about people and having the right people. And Tyler Bennett's actually here from the acquisitions team.
Awesome. Let's go.
So pop
check
in
it out
and see how they're doing.
Love Tyler.
Yep. And we may get a shot of the production team that's also sitting right here.
What's up, Josh? How we doing? Ty, how we doing, brother?
What's up, boys?
Dude, thanks for being here today. Appreciate it.
What's up? You bet.
How goes it?
Yeah, what's the 411?
Just selling houses.
Yeah?
That's what we do. Yeah, no, right now, exactly what I'm working on is I'm reviewing a couple houses that are coming through the system. The underwriting team just went through and did their thing on it, so I'm reviewing them to see if they fit the criteria to pass through. And we've got 3 clients that I'm hoping to close between now and the end of the week, which is Thursday afternoon right now.
Okay, so we got 3 closings.
And these are partners that are come on to partner with Kris.
Yep.
Cool.
And then we've gotten 2 under contract today. So
all right.
We'll try to do multiple houses every day.
How are under contracts looking like for the week?
Let me tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 so far this week.
Okay, so the goal here is pretty simple. We're trying to work up to basically buying a property a day. So 9 under contracts. They sometimes take longer than 30 days to close, but we're certainly moving in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
And behind every one of those under contracts is a partner where we're basically building and growing wealth together. But you represent a massive team. How's the team doing?
Great. Yeah. It's market's good. It's strong.
Any slowdowns anywhere in any of our key markets?
Really any slowdowns? I would say in some of our key markets, there's a fight for inventory. So
awesome.
We're fighting harder now than we ever have before. We don't get every house that we chase,
all right.
But we've got to be fast. We got to be nimble. And
so
when we find houses, we got to move.
How many? Just so the people watching this can know, how many people do you represent here as the acquisitions team? Because I mean, they're just seeing you. You're not doing this by yourself.
Yeah. If I were to kind of put each group in a different class, maybe you've got all these acquisitions folks, and I kind of break my role down. Acquisitions is the flow of houses. So if we have people out knocking doors, doing mailers, calling for sale by owners, scouring the MLS, going to auctions, looking at REOs, we have dozens and dozens of those people in each market that we're in.
Okay.
But then beyond that, we've got the property manager teams. Inside of them, we have the rehab, the repairs, the maintenance. We have the lending side of things, we have the insurance side of things, so kind of everything house related. I mean, you're talking about hundreds of people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Biggest problem right now you're facing that's costing us money?
That's a good question. I would say competition, Kris, where from our side, we have this infrastructure that we pay to go out and find all of these houses, and 6 months ago, we would underwrite 20 houses and we'd narrow it down to maybe 6 that we'd want, and we'd get 5 of those 6. Right now, we may only be getting 3 of those 6.
All right.
So it just costs us money, right, to go out and find those houses, and we're not
Be working on these.
People have caught on. They've caught on. And by the way, but this
Stop
is.
watching your YouTube.
I know,
Kris.
but this is, yeah, you guys are watching my YouTube and like creating
Go
competition.
to our markets.
Yeah.
No, it's a good thing though. I mean, bottom line is that right now you look at where we're at in the market, and there's more and more competition. As that increases, it's just an indicator that the market eventually has to turn and correct. And our average purchase price right now is still sitting around what?
About 135.
All right, so we're still staying in that really low safe range.
Yeah.
Super positive. We'll do good. Things are going well.
Yeah.
What do we got to do to hit record-breaking numbers on under contracts?
If you're in the process of buying, respond quickly.
Okay.
Really, we're working really hard and going as fast as we can on our side, and the quicker the information flows from our department through to the clients that are buying, and we sync up, the less houses we'll miss. That's how we can go faster.
So you may want to consider having a conversation with Corey, Cynthia, and what we can do to tighten up communication with partners.
Yep.
Okay.
Just go
Absolutely.
fast. But one thing that's really neat is I look up this list of just houses we put under contract this week is we have a lot of partners that are buying multiple houses.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good, dude. Well,
Okay.
dude, hey,
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
the update. Good to see you.
Yeah.
It's been a
Yeah.
while.
Good to see you too.
Yep.
See you guys.
Dude, Fulfillment's rocking.
Yeah.
Sweet. I was looking at last month's numbers. I'd love to see us like literally focusing on a 10% growth every month for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
And I
You
think we
met
got
Devin,
room.
right? Devin, are you on a call?
Are you talking to somebody? Yeah,
Okay.
he's rocking it out right
Okay,
now.
that's team transformation right there.
Okay, what else we got going on, man?
Well, let's come on back here. How's it going, guys?
What's up, guys? What's up? Good to see you.
So
Luke.
in here,
Car's looking good.
in here we've got Luke and April. And April runs the website and helps a lot with our marketing there.
How's it going?
Good.
How you doing?
Good.
We're shooting a little video today, just kind of talking about, so many business owners struggle to run businesses for so many years. I would just put in insane, countless hours, and I was often a hindrance to the business. And so we're just shooting a little video here talking about how do you run a business fluently. And one of the things that Carson's done, you weren't really here pre-Carson, were you?
Oh no.
Yeah,
hired
Carson
April.
has brought in like a pretty amazing culture.
Well, and that's something I actually wanted to touch on, Kris, is you talk about entrepreneurship and running a business the smart way, and it comes down to hiring the right people. April's a perfect example of this.
Yeah.
How many hours do you work a week?
25 to 30.
25 to 30, because you are a mom.
I'm a mom.
And you like to be able to spend time with kids.
Yeah.
And yet her output is worth the 40 plus.
I know
So-
you are running circles. I get nothing but amazing reports
Yep.
about how incredible you are and
Yep.
how you just get everything done.
More often than not, April is following up with me rather than me following up with April. So that's a perfect example of a sort of shining star, an employee who does not add work to your, what you have going on, but they're constantly taking away and taking on responsibility.
And you're having a lot of good ideas. Like I see a lot of your through the Skype threads. One of the ways that I stay in tune is we got most of our team that are on these Skype threads, and so we probably have 10, 20 threads that
Yeah.
represent all the projects and kind of mini groups and clusters, and you're always popping on with really awesome ideas, and I certainly appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Do you've been here for what, a couple months, 3-4 months?
Yeah, 4 months.
Do you like it?
I love it.
What is it you like about the culture that's being built here?
Luke and I were just talking about this. I love that I do something new every day.
Yes.
I am not the kind of person who needs to be a cog in the machine. That makes me bored out of my mind.
Me too. We share that in
And
common.
it also makes me somewhat transient in jobs, but here I manage the culture committee.
Yeah.
I do web stuff. I write.
Let's talk about the culture committee real quick. Yeah, so we nominated April to be on the culture committee, and what that means
That's
is,
why this place got so fun.
Yeah,
It's
seriously, seriously. You get a group of people and just tell them it's their job to make sure that the workplace is awesome. Come on in, Colton. You can come in. And April's on that. And Just tell Kris about Waffle Wednesday. I don't know if you know about Waffle
I
Wednesday.
have no idea what's going on with
Waffle
but
Wednesday
It's a
is
new
my
thing.
favorite.
I'm
It's a new
getting,
thing.
you know, the carb thing sounds like a downer, but
No, we got
everything
Kodiak
else-
cakes. They're protein, and we got
We have
keto.
Why don't I not even know about
And
this?
Kodiak cakes. So every Wednesday morning.
It started
when-
yesterday.
No, it started 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
No one
we
was
were at the
there last
retreat.
time.
I was there the first
Yes, Luke was there, but
Was that your very first day, Luke?
first day.
First day here on accident?
She's serving me waffles.
Yeah, that's how a new employee should start.
we every Wednesday morning we make up batter and then we start pumping out waffles. We have a double waffle.
People
flipper.
just come in,
And
get a
you
waffle,
just get
start
whatever
their
you want.
work
We've
day.
got fruit and ice cream.
What about chicken though? The southern thing. Fried chicken?
We can do that.
Waffles,
gonna-
that'd be awesome.
It's on the plan for next summer.
All right.
Fill up some chicken outside.
All right. I like it. This is cool. This
Yeah,
is
so
fun.
the culture committee's been awesome. They're really
Thank
on
you.
top of things like birthdays and fun activities like that.
No, we saw that this morning. Like that was I heard about the thing. That was great. Luke, you've been here for like what, a week and a half or something?
Yeah, week and a half.
Did,
yeah.
I know that you had my brother Nick, told me that you had some job offers on the table,
Yeah.
and then you picked this over the others. Why'd you do that?
100% culture of this place. Interview, it was explained to me that I would have a bunch of different tasks that I could kind of tackle at my own pace. It was really performance based. Get things done the way that you like to get them done, and make sure that they're working. So yeah, this was a no-brainer. The other ones were babysit a bunch of people, make sure you're here 9 to 5, and you're clocking in, you're clocking out, we pay you. This isn't like that. This is let's get things done, and it just made sense.
Well, dude, one of the things that I really appreciate and like about you is we have this new philosophy that we've been using for some time now that essentially says, don't do on-the-job training. Hire experts, hire people that know what they're doing, hire people that are good at what they do. And dude, you've just come in hitting the ground running from day one. Like, to be honest, I'm a little like, I can't believe what you've put out just in the last week and a half since you've been here. You got things organized, you're on top of things, things are cranking. You've already produced like a whole video series, masterclass series for one of our companies. Like, that's impressive.
Yeah, and Luke's another example of hiring the right person that just takes the load off management's shoulders. Like we hire people with brains who are going to tackle projects and bring new creative ideas, and we give them license to have those creative ideas. And honestly, Luke produces more results that you and I couldn't do.
Yeah.
He sees it from a different perspective. So,
Well, awesome, you guys. Hey, thanks for letting us barge in a little
Yeah,
bit. Just
let's
trying
go.
to feel the thermometer out, dude. So glad to have you here.
dude, let's talk to customer service and the rest of our fulfillment department.
All right. What's up, team? How we doing?
Hey guys, we're gonna stick a camera in your face again.
We're just shooting we're shooting a little video here, just kind of about a lot of people on YouTube will ask me a question like, how do you run so many companies? And people always make this assumption. They're like, Kris, you've got to be working these 80, 100-hour weeks. And I used to, but I actually don't do that anymore. And that's because I really learned. I think part of my arrogance used to say, I can do it all. I have to do it all.
Get this.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's feeling kind of warm in here.
Yeah, they got a fireplace going in
That's
here.
good. It did
Using
get a
the
little chilly
flat panel
outside.
TVs. Okay, so we've got Denise, and over here is Cynthia, and then we got Corey. And they handle all of our clients and making sure that they have everything that they need. Denise is amazing on the phone with people and doing customer service. Cynthia and Corey are all over the real estate acquisitions. And yeah, this office supports everything that we do.
And I just want to know, does kombucha really taste good?
Yes.
Because I'm scared.
good.
I'm scared to try it.
Oh, I like it.
I'm scared.
I mean, it's good for you.
That's what they say. That's what they say. It's how it's made, though.
That's true.
Good. Awesome. Cynthia, how are things going with our partners?
Everything's going great,
Yeah?
keeping them happy, moving the properties along.
Good.
Yeah.
I was just chatting with Chyler, and he said that we've got, I think, 9 under contract this week. I'm going to blame Corey for that one. 9 under contract in a week, and it's Thursday. Like, what's up, dude? That's good. We're finding the good deals. We're making them happen. That's sweet. That's good. Well, great, guys. Well, listen, appreciate you guys. Thanks for letting us barge in a little bit. Just wanted to ask this question. What do you guys think of the new office? What do you think of the place?
Oh, it's fire.
We love it.
And what do you think of him, honestly?
Oh wow, we're doing this.
pretty awesome.
We're doing this on camera.
Yes.
They're going to be too truthful if they know.
No, that's good though.
Hear about
The
this.
reality is Carson does like 10 times better job than I ever did. Maybe more.
You're
Maybe
too
more. I'm not
generous.
joking.
You're too generous.
So, all right, guys, thanks for letting us pop in. Appreciate it.
Well, the only other person that would be here is Chris Milliner, and it's his
Is-
birthday, and he headed home. Josh is out with clients today,
Oh, he's filling up the convention
Yep.
center.
but Chris Milliner turned 35 today. Show you his balloons.
And his desk full of power drinks. Oh, those are gone.
Oh yeah, he took. No, they're on the floor over there. So.
Well, good,
Yep,
man.
that's Milner's office. And then it's a good place to end. And part of making a culture, I think, it's just super critical that you had the idea to put in a kitchen here that is like a full-on kitchen and people can eat and we stock the fridge. And it's just another way of giving back to our people that work their butts off.
I want to now get as awkward as I possibly can in this video. For those
Okay.
that are still watching this, I want to get crazy awkward. My whole philosophy, I called you up and I basically said, Carson, I've paid my dues, I've worked my butt off, my arrogance causes me to work way too much and to kind of take on too much, and I said, I want to dump it onto your shoulders. You now run this thing. Let's incentivize you. Let's let's build your compensation in. And frankly, you know that I'm nowhere to be found in the mornings. Yesterday I was bombing the canyon on my longboard with some buddies, and I'm close to my black belt in Taekwondo with my kids, and I'm getting on a plane tomorrow morning to Hawaii, and so I'm doing a lot of travel. What's it like for you knowing, okay, the business owner that I've known for years now and have this friendship with is like spending time now playing, having, quality of life, focusing on some of those different things. Now you've got this new added responsibility of like, hey, someone's got to run this show. How do you feel about that dynamic?
I don't mind it. I mean, I've been with you long enough that I've seen a lot of your ups and downs in business. Seen a lot of the awesome things we've done and some of the mistakes, and just trying to learn from them. And the biggest thing that I've taken away is management and running a business. It doesn't come down to how hard you work. It comes down to the decisions that you make.
Yeah.
Right? The decisions you make end up affecting everyone. And if you can make smart decisions, everything just gets a lot easier. And
Well-
I feel like we've made a lot of really smart decisions recently. And you're not out of the loop on them.
No.
I think Chris paints a really awesome picture, and you have really let go of the reins. But we counsel with you on all big decisions. And your experience in business for how many years? I mean, it just comes in so clutch at the important times that we're making decisions, like with the whole new team transformation program that is just exploding. So.
So for those of you watching, I think this is one of the final thoughts that I would share with you. I was a business owner that was putting in so much time that frankly, I wasn't making the time to build relationships or connect deeply and meaningfully with people because there was just too much work to do. And ironically, I turned that over to you, and you build a fantastic culture where the reality is I think you're working way smarter instead of harder than I was. I think that, you certainly have your hard work moments, but I think that you're doing a really great job empowering people, trusting people, creating a great culture, and then expecting, it's like, hey, we demand excellence. And so be excellent, and then when you hit your excellence, go take your time or do what you need to do or go have fun. I wish I'd been smart enough to figure that out, but reality is you figured that out. And so I feel like I'm the hero in my life. Like, yes, I don't have to work as much, but the reality is you're the hero that makes this possible.
Well,
I thank you for that.
And the funny thing is, I feel the same way. Like, Derek does something amazing, that video that went up on Instagram and then Facebook that everyone was loving. I didn't tell him to do it, but it's amazing. And then you come in and I get all the credit for it. I mean, and I tell you, Derek was the one that did it. But I feel like, man, if we hire the right people, they all just make me look good. And then my whole job is to make you look good. And that way everyone's kind of pushing in the same direction.
For those of you business owners that are watching this, most of you are working way harder than you actually need to. What you need to do is actually figure out how to trust and empower other people. If you're worried that you can't make enough money, you either might be in the wrong business, or you need to figure out how to do business with a higher margin so that there's enough room and love to go around so everyone can get taken care of. I certainly appreciate this man because he's doing so much for just making it easy for me to be that business owner that can be more of a board of directors, come in, check in, provide advice. I still get to shoot the YouTube videos, but outside of that, dude, you are freaking crushing it and tearing it up, and I love that. So ask yourself, figure out what do you need to do, run your business like a boss. And chances are you might need to let go and leave room for some other people to rise up. I think that's going to be one of the things that could really help you go to that next level. Thank you so much for watching today, by the way. If you're not a subscriber, fix that. Every day we got a video coming out designed to help you improve wealth, your business, your personal life, everything real estate that can take your life to a whole nother level. And at the end of this video here, if you are new and you don't know a whole lot about me, I actually became financially independent for the very first time at the age of 26. I've got a video popping up right here and in the link below that will actually share with you exactly how I did it. Then we went on to build this great company, empowering a lot of other people and changing the world. Maybe it's your turn. Check it out.